Today I'm going to walk through how to automate building your rota using RotaPlanner. So this is the kind of final result that we're aiming for today. So this is a simple example with a hotel. So we've got 2 cleaners that we need every day, receptionists, and a manager. So the idea is that we define all these shifts once. For most companies, your shift requirements will be pretty similar over the month or week. So we'll create a recurring shift pattern for our requirements. And then every month we can simply, or every week, fill those shifts with staff based on the latest information that we have. So whoever's available, their contracted hours, who's on leave, etc. So I'm going to start here with a new location, and I'm going to first create a section for one of our roles. So I'm going to create one called kitchen, and I'm going to select the skill requirement of kitchen. If you don't already have one, you can just add one here. So what this means is that all the shifts within this section the staff will need the kitchen skill to be assigned there. So now we can create some shifts, and the key thing we want to look at here is the recurrence field and the staff required. So you will likely have shifts that repeat in some kind of way. Either you have a daily shift or certain days of the week, or there'll be some kind of pattern to your shift. And this is the field that you will use to create that pattern. So we've got some of the most common defaults here. So like Monday to Friday be a very common one, or daily. You can also, if you go to custom and select week, you can select which specific days of the week you want this shift to run on. So if we want to just exclude Sunday, we can do that. And let's say that's a chef that's working 9 till 3. Let's say we need 2 chefs in the kitchen, and we will add that. So now every week from now on, we'll have this shift, and you can change this to be every 2 weeks or whatever you need, basically. Okay, so we've got 1 chef and let's say an assistant as well in the kitchen. Also need just 1 staff member for that one. And let's do the same kind of pattern, just excluding the Sundays. So now, I forgot to check Saturday. There we go. So now that we've got some shifts, we will need to add some staff so that they can automatically be assigned. So if we go to staff and we'll click add employee, let's say we add Jeff. We first need to add them, and then we can add their skills. So if we find them again, go to his skills, and we're going to add kitchen for him. So he can work in the kitchen. You can also select the locations that he works at if you've got multiple locations. We'll click save there. The other thing we want to also have a think about is the availability tab. So this is what you'd use to basically dictate when this member of staff is available or not. So for kind of one-off instances, you can just turn off set days. Let's say he's not working on this Sunday, just turn that off. But by default, next Sunday will still be available. So then you can also add recurring rules. So if he doesn't work every Sunday, or can't work every Sunday, we can add a rule for that. So unavailable custom every week on Sunday. Add that. So now he is unavailable every Sunday. So if we check the following weeks, he is never available on Sundays. And you can change it by time as well. So let's say that he doesn't do mornings as well. He can't do early mornings, so until 6 a.m. every day, he is unavailable. Add that. So now every morning, he's not available, and he will not be assigned to any shifts that start in the morning using the auto population. Very handy. You can also have this page be accessible by your staff if you want to. So they can come in and set their availability. That's an option under configure here. Where is it? Somewhere. Yeah, allow staff to set availability. So then obviously if you've got those rules, but if you need to override it on a certain day, let's say you can work a Sunday, you can change it one off and that will just override for that 1 week so that he's available. So that's our first staff member added. Obviously we will add more. So once all your employees are added, we can run the auto population. So hit the button in the top right toolbar. And we can set the minimum rest time between shifts for the employees. And that defaults to 6 or something. Run the auto population, and it'll give you a little report of whether or not it was successful or not. It'll mostly only fail if there's not enough employees or basically not enough staff to fill the shifts. It will just fill the ones it can and warn you that there's some that have been left empty. So here is our outputted rota. And we can go ahead and publish that if we want to. There's a few options for publishing your shifts. So if you go to the publish button, the primary way is if you've added email addresses for your staff, they will get an email notification when you hit publish. Or you'll basically only notify the staff that have shifts within the selected period that you're publishing, or you can notify all staff instead. So if we publish those, any staff members that have access to the system, so if they have an email address on their profile and they've been invited, they can log into the app and they can view the latest version of the rota. They'll only be able to see the published shifts. If you don't want them to log in or kind of faff around with all that, we've got a few other options. So you can have a kind of public link that you can share. So that's just a private link that you can share to all of your staff members that they can click on and have a read-only view of the rota. They'll obviously by default have a read-only view as well, but there's some more actions that they can do if you let them, such as booking leave or requesting shifts, etc. And you can also output it as PDF or Excel as well.